Good morning, Southwest Florida. I'm Bree Walling. This Naples Herald Morning Report is sponsored by our friends at the Kia of Cape Coral. This morning, we'll tell you about a Collier woman found with her deceased father barricaded inside their home, the Army Corps of Engineers announcing new funding to speed repairs at Lake O, and more. Today is Monday, July 9th, and this is the Morning Report. A Collier County woman was found barricaded inside a home on Thursday with the body of her dead father who'd been shot in the head, according to the Collier County Sheriff's Office. The CCSO arrest report states that on July 1st, 38-year-old Raquel Eloise Pricer of Golden Gate Estates allegedly shot her father, Rocky Pricer, in the head with a handgun in front of her mother, Susan Pricer. Susan fled the home in fear of her life and fell in a wooded area near the residence, then called for help after not being able to get up. Susan was transported to the Physicians Regional Hospital on July 5th and asked for a welfare check on her daughter and husband, but did not inform deputies that Rocky's body was in the home. Deputies arrived to find Raquel barricaded inside the home, and after a quick search found the decomposing body of Rocky Pricer wrapped in a cloth. Susan eventually gave a statement about witnessing the murder of her husband, telling detectives that she had hesitated to do so earlier due to fear of her daughter, who told her not to speak to police. Raquel refused to answer any questions, but did ask detectives what her mother had told them, calling the woman a liar multiple times. The 38-year-old was arrested on June 5th and charged with both murder and a weapons charge. She will appear in court on July 30th. As calls grow for state action to deal with toxic algae blooms in southeast and southwest Florida, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers announced funding is in place to speed repairs to the Herbert Hoover Dike around Lake Okeechobee. The Corps said Thursday that $514 million is headed toward repairs of the dike, which is basically a 30-foot high structure that surrounds the lake, with around $17 billion for beach restoration and coastal flood control. The repairs are considered an essential step in allowing the lake to hold more water, which would reduce the need for discharges into the St. Lucie and Caloosahatchee River estuaries to the east and to the west. Residents on both coasts blame polluted water releases from the lake for what has become an annual summer outbreak of toxic algae blooms in the rivers. Governor Scott and other state and federal officials from Florida have been clamoring for increased funding for the dike project, which had been scheduled for completion in 2025. The state approved $50 million in each of the past 2 years to speed up the federal project, which, with the newly announced money, is now expected to be done in 2022. The dike money has become a political issue as Scott challenges U.S. Senator Bill Nelson in November. And through his campaign, Scott took the opportunity of the Army Corps' announcement to criticize Nelson. Nelson, who's among Florida lawmakers pushing legislation to speed Everglades restoration projects, spent Thursday in Fort Myers and Stewart talking about the algae issue. The remnants of Tropical Storm Beryl swept over Dominica